If there's one thing a lot of you have probably noticed watching my videos, is that I typically try to be very positive in them. Even when I talk about something I genuinely dislike, I still try to find good qualities to those things because at the end of the day, someone out there likes them. So this video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of talking about the top 10 best this, or top 10 best that, top 10 scariest, whatever, instead, I'm going to be talking about the top 5 worst skins in Bear Alpha. Remember, this is all just my opinion, and in the end of the day, there's only really a few skins out there that I dislike or just find whatever, so I'm going to talk about them. Now, the 5th worst skin, in my opinion, is actually one of the few in Bear Alpha that I don't own, but regardless, I've seen enough gameplay of it to know that I don't think I'd like this skin that much. This skin actually looks good, but in my opinion, has a really bad remake. It's Secret Santa. Like, what did they do to this skin, man? The original version of it was so cool. It's basically just a Santa bear, but instead of, well, just being Santa bear, they gave it cool sunglasses and cloaked it in this mystery. After all, Secret Santa isn't literally Santa, it could be anybody. That's the whole point of Secret Santa. It could be anyone. But someone clearly didn't get the memo when redesigning Secret Santa, because this isn't secret. This is just Santa. And like, don't get me wrong, it doesn't look that bad, but as a Secret Santa remake, it's just not that great to me. It honestly feels like they didn't know what to do with this skin, because in its idol, it's hiding behind the present, but then the present just magically disappears and suddenly it's just regular Santa bear. Like, yeah, it's hiding, so now it's secret. Wow, that's super secret, am I right, people? Overall, while there are plenty of skins that I do think got worse in their remakes in Bear Alpha, this is by far the worst offender, because it's not like they made the color scheme of the skin worse, or just had weird colors in the skin. No, this feels like a completely different skin, and I find that very disappointing. That is why this skin is the 5th worst one in Bear Alpha to me. If it was just a deluxe version of the skin, and then they had a more faithful remake as the classic, it would be fine, but ultimately that's not the case, so I have to give this the 5th worst spot. 4th place is probably a skin you guys saw coming. It's Red Nose. I mean, this is literally just Bear, but with a red nose. Honestly, looking back, if you remember my top 5 most overpriced skins list where I put Sam at the top, I don't know why I did that. Because Red Nose is literally default bear, but with a red nose. At least Sam is somewhat special and has unique voice lines and particles. The one reason this skin isn't lower than it is because at the end of the day, this was a joke skin. The idea of making a default bear, but with a red nose, and having it be more expensive than anything else in the shop, is funny. And that is the only reason why this skin isn't lower. It's still not a great skin, but the fact that it exists as a joke and not as a genuine mistake is why this skin is only 4th place, and isn't any higher. 3rd place goes to Leprechaorn. I don't know why, but it's kind of hard to explain why I don't like this one. I mean, the idea of bringing back an old scrapped skin under a different name is cool, but the skin just looks off to me. I think it's the strange contrast between colors and the fact that the skin has this really weird shadowy effects to it that ultimately makes me not like this skin much. Plus, the skin is called Leprechaorn, but doesn't really look like a little gremlin like you'd expect from media. It really is just Bear, but with a little costume on. If it was still called St. Patrick's, then it'd probably make a bit more sense, but ultimately it doesn't. Don't get me wrong, this skin is fine, it just looks a bit off to me, and that's really the only reason why I don't like this one too much. Like I said, in the end of the day, most of these skins are just okay to me, but don't stand out to me or just look a bit off. But these next 2 skins are the only ones I can confidently say I downright hate to an extent. So 2nd place goes to definitely the laziest skin in the entire Bear series, Dinnerbone. I mean, seriously? Alright guys, I'm going to be showing you how to make Dinnerbone in Bear. So first we just get this here, and alright, and that's how you make Dinnerbone. Bye, guys. I mean, come on. There was not a shred of effort that was put into making this skin at all. The only reason it got added was because of a slightly funny joke in the name. After all, Dinnerbone is a Minecraft reference. If you name a mob Dinnerbone, it's upside down. But you could have at least done something with that, right? Why not give the bear skin a name tag, for example? Why not have the text Dinnerbone above it? Like, you could have done something, anything, to make this skin even somewhat unique, but no. And what's even more annoying about this is the fact that so many people will put hours of effort into making a skin just hoping it gets added, but apparently this is better. I think I speak for a lot of bear creators, like literal bear skin creators, when I say that this skin feels less like an actual idea and more of an insult to the people who spend time making bear skins out of passion. So this isn't just a skin, it's an insult. But there's still one skin that I find even worse than this one, and I think most people can agree on this. The number one worst skin in both Bear Alpha and maybe even Bear Star as well is Kane. Originally, I was going to put Dinnerbone in this spot, but there is one thing that Dinnerbone had. It at least has a kind of joke in the name. Kane has nothing. Of course, the idea of a wrestler bear skin is cool, and for the most part, this skin does look alright, but only on a first glance, because if you take a closer look at the skin, it is very, very low in quality. The skin was very clearly hand-drawn, and not really hand-drawn well either. Overall, this skin just looks terrible to me, but that's not the only reason this skin's on the list. You see, this skin is mostly infamous due to having a controversial creator. The guy who made the skin, Machu Picchu, got banned from the Bear Discord server for something that happened years ago. Most people think that he was, like Chris Tyson, but according to Cheetah Man, no one actually knows what he did. What's also odd is that in a strange game Cheetah Man made called What's This, it's shown that Machu Picchu is actually a part of the Mandem. So what did Machu Picchu do? That's the thing. No one knows. But at the end of the day, the fact that the creator did do something bad is another reason why this skin is the worst. There really isn't anything that good about the skin, and the fact that it just got straight up replaced by Wrestler, which is just generally a better skin, goes to show that even the developers do not care for this skin. And that's why I consider Kane to be the worst skin in Bear Alpha. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Before I go, I'd like to let you all know that I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers before the end of the year. If you guys can do that, you will have a video of me ranking every single map in Bear Alpha. This is a video I've been wanting to do for years, so if you guys get me to 4K, it will happen. You will have it. Anyways, like I said, that's the end of the video, so goodbye. LOL.